Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Violation findings against a Port of Benton commissioner triggering recall efforts. How voters could decide the fate of all 3 commissioners.
Plus, Washington considers legal action rights for people detained by masked officers. The bill addressing a federal immigration enforcement concern.
Later, rural students could gain better access to mental health services. How Yakima Valley schools are getting help recruiting and training school psychologists.
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin, another rainy day. We're tracking some patchy fog and some mountain snow. Things are changing. I'll have all the details. The News at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
And a very good Tuesday evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redmond. We begin tonight with an update to a story we've been following for you. Recall complaints now targeting all 3 Port of Benton commissioners are now officially filed.
Retired Judge Eugene Pratt leading the effort, citing the board's failure to act after an investigation found violations by Commissioner Scott Keller. The recall attorney says the case references the Schwab-Williams investigation findings. If a judge approves the recall, supporters need signatures equal to 35% of votes cast in the commissioner's original elections.
They're not calling him to task. They're, by not doing anything, they're saying to the public that we don't care. And therefore, they're not going to do anything to correct the problem that's been going on out there for a long time.
Supporters would have 180 days to collect signatures if the court allows the recall to proceed. Commissioner Keller declined to comment on the recall, but says it's time to focus on the port's business and economic development. Port of Benton Commission officials declined to comment on the recall proceedings.
Before we get to the rest of tonight's headlines, day 2 of rain, rain, rain.
Keep it going. Rain,
Yeah.
rain, rain. It's just felt constant, hasn't it?
It has.
Oh my goodness. Keep the umbrellas handy, I guess, right, Stacey?
That's right. You know, a rare sight. I saw some ladies out, with an umbrella. We don't see that too often in this area, but let's take a look at our first alert radar right now. Showers actually starting to wind up. This system moving north, but the biggest part, the atmospheric river we've been seeing, is starting to sag and move to the south, but there's still some remnants, and take a look over in our mountains. We're still seeing some mountain snow. I was tracking some snow up at White Pass Winter Carnival this weekend. They got 14 inches of new powder in 24 hours. So there you go. Right now, look at this. We are socked in with some fog. Visibility in Tri-Cities down to just 5 miles, 43 degrees. Again, low clouds, fog, and a little bit of sprinkles still happening in the area. So I thought we'd take a look at our futurecast fog map, and we are going to see some patchy fog developing between Pendleton and Cabbage Hill out towards Walla Walla, and between Tri-Cities and Hermiston right here on I-82. Watch for patchy early morning fog that way if you commute to Hermiston or the Boardman area. You're going to be dealing with a little bit of fog. Temperatures not too bad, 30s and 40s all around our area. And for tonight, we still see some rain showers coming down. Things will start to quiet as the evening moves along. Chilly tonight in Ellensburg, much warmer down in the Columbia Basin. And well, get ready for those showers to dry up. Some light overnight mountain snow. Check your past reports if you have to travel. Breezy and gusty winds start to move in on top of a warm front, and then get ready for quiet, warmer, spring-like weather on the way. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacey, turning now to a crime alert. An arson investigation involving the home of a Klickitat County deputy turned violent in Lisle. Here's what we know. On February 17th, the deputy returned home with his family and smelled gasoline, we're told. Moments later, their barn erupted in flames. Emergency crews responded, and K9 Zeus tracked a scent to the neighbor's home, where a search warrant was served 2 days later. That's when a truck drove toward deputies as a woman and a baby tried to get out. But the driver, 35-year-old Kiva Dobson, hit the gas apparently, ignoring commands to stop, and tried to flee. 2 deputies were injured, we're told, and Dobson was booked into the Klickitat County Jail on multiple charges, including first-degree arson.
New at 5, and tonight, the teenager who was shot on Sunday in the 400 block of North 5th Avenue in Yakima has been identified. The Yakima County coroner, Marshall Slight, confirms the boy as 16-year-old Jesus Rangel Magalan, who died from a gunshot wound to the torso. 2 other teenagers were also shot that day and were taken to Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital before being transferred to a Seattle area hospital for advanced care. The shooting remains under investigation. Anyone with information is still asked to contact Yakima police.
Now to Olympia and the proposed millionaire's tax. Around 100 people testified in the Washington State House Finance Committee today to both support it and oppose it. If the bill is signed into law, it would impose a 9.9% income tax on people making more than $1 million a year. Supporters of the bill say it'll fix Washington's regressive tax system and fund education and tax credits for families. Critics argue it will harm businesses, and they're concerned it could be expanded to people making less than $1 million a year.
Shameless. This bill blatantly bribes big businesses with billions to buy their silence and keep them on the sidelines when there's a public vote. And these are just payoffs.
This policy is modest for those at the top, but transformative for families across Washington. And compared to Idaho, it's still a bargain. I urge your support. Thank you.
Next up, for lawmakers, committee members will have until noon Wednesday to request any amendments to the bill.
A bill that would ban law enforcement officers from wearing a facial covering while interacting with the public was heard in Olympia. Senate Bill 5855 comes after lawmakers say they have seen massed federal immigration enforcement operations across the country, raising concerns about whether people can identify who is detaining them. The proposal would prohibit local, state, and federal officers from wearing masks during public interactions, with certain exceptions, and would allow someone detained by an unlawfully masked officer to take legal action. Supporters say the goal is simple: make sure the public knows who is exercising law enforcement authority.
This isn't about our local law enforcement. I feel like we've done a lot to build trust in our communities over the last 5 years. This is a time, though, we're seeing a lot of unprecedented activity across America, and communities are living in fear and asking for us to do this.
Opponents raised concerns about officer safety, especially in an era where officers can be quickly identified and targeted online. Supporters say they are open to changes as the bill moves forward. The bill remains under consideration as lawmakers weigh potential amendments in committee.
A bill inspired by a local anti-drug coalition in Yakima is now moving forward in Olympia. The so-called OD MAP bill, inspired by Safe Yakima Valley, passed through the Washington State House. Supporters say the legislation would create a statewide overdose data mapping system, giving first responders and public health officials near real-time information about where overdoses are happening. Backers argue better data could help communities respond faster, allocate resources more effectively, and potentially save lives.
Were you confident this was going to get through?
No, I wasn't. One, the Department of Health had some resistance because they were worried about HIPAA, which is understandable, right? And how we overcame that is only first responders have access to the dashboard. It's not available to community members. The other thing was they were concerned it'd be used for nefarious reasons, ICE responding.
House Bill 2168 now moves to the Senate for consideration.
Our big national story: very soon, President Trump will deliver the State of the Union address.
That's right. And the speech comes on the heels of a Supreme Court decision that struck down a key piece of his economic agenda and foreign policy.
Ivan Rodriguez is in the nation's capital with the latest.
Tonight's State of the Union comes at a tumultuous political moment for President Trump.
It's going to be a long speech because we have so much to talk about.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt previewed what Americans can expect to hear during the speech.
A large portion of the speech will, yes, focus on the economy. The president will lay out the case for why he and Republicans are better suited to continue tackling the affordability crisis that was created by the Biden administration and Democrats on Capitol Hill.
Last week, the conservative majority Supreme Court struck down Trump's emergency tariffs, a centerpiece of his economic agenda. Trump lashed back by using a different authority to announce a new global tariff, now at 15%. Congressional Democrats say he's out of touch with American voters, feeling squeezed in the current economy.
Americans, including myself, who will be in the chamber tonight, want the president to focus on lowering the costs. He promised day one, John, I'm going to bring down the costs. It's like day 410. He's 0 for 410.
With midterm elections looming in November, Republicans on Capitol Hill also have a lot at stake as the president lays out his goals for the year. New CNN polling conducted by SSRS finds 32% of Americans now say that Trump has had the right priorities, while 68% say he hasn't paid enough attention to the country's most important problems. That's the president's most negative reading on that question to date during either of his terms in office. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Some Democratic lawmakers will be boycotting the speech and participating in alternative programming at the National Mall, something Speaker Mike Johnson is calling shameful. We're going to touch on that in just a second.
Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on our coverage of President Trump's State of the Union address and Savannah Guthrie's $1 million reward for the return of her mother.
All right, Washington senators are weighing in just ahead of President Trump's State of the Union address. In an event with other Democratic senators this afternoon, Senator Maria Cantwell brought up voting rights as one of her biggest concerns.
She says if passed, the SAVE Act, which would require photo ID while voting, would affect voting by mail. She says it would make it harder for many Washingtonians to participate in upcoming elections.
Meanwhile, the SAVE Act, if enacted, was disenfranchised over 21 million Americans who are eligible to vote now, but all of a sudden would have to prove their identity to actually get their ballot or vote at a polling place across the United States.
Supporters of the SAVE Act say it will help prevent voter fraud in elections. Senator Patty Murray also gave a speech ahead of the president's address discussing health care and SNAP cuts. All right, coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, we will tell you about the event connecting girls with mentors to help build confidence and shape their future careers.
And Stacey's coming back with the latest on the rain. Hey, look at that top camera shot right there,
Can't see
Austin.
anything.
Where's that out of? Is that
Yakima.
Yakima, I can't read that. I need my glasses. That's a little too far away for me, but oh my goodness, that visibility not so great out there. How long will the rain stick around? Find out after this.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Swicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Coeur d'Alene and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Deep, deep discounts. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Kootenai County Fairgrounds, Coeur d'Alene, and Hapo Center, Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
What you do today changes what you need tonight. Maybe you're getting into something, or getting over something, growing, making a comeback, or making it up as you go. Changing days call for changing nights. That's why the new Comfort Mode mattress from Sleep Number adapts to your changing life. Softer or firmer for personalized comfort, night after night. Only at Sleep Number.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Talking local living now, an event that focuses on building women up is coming to Pasco.
Yeah, the Dream It, Be It event is a career support day for high school girls, giving them access to career mentors. They get to hear from professional speakers and also learn life skills through interactive sessions. The event will be at Columbia Basin College from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, March 7th.
I love that. Registration is required with a limited number of spots left, and it closes tomorrow night. Last year, more than 23,000 girls across the world took part in this event, and 90% said they felt more confident about their future.
We have an education alert for you. A major federal investment is headed to the Yakima Valley to help tackle a shortage of school psychologists in rural districts. Grandview School District has received a $4 million federal grant to launch the Yakima Valley School Psychology Consortium. The 4-year program will help rural, high-need districts recruit, train, and retain school psychologists through paid internships and university partnerships with Central and Eastern Washington universities. Grandview will lead the effort, working with districts including Wapato, Sunnyside, Toppenish, Othello, and others.
We'll pay the students for their travel, reimbursement for meals and such while they're doing their internships. And it also pays them up to $30,000 in reimbursement to each of the students that go through this consortium.
District leaders say the goal is to create a sustainable workforce model that improves student access to mental health support.
During a Monday workshop, the Pasco City Council discussed an emergency comprehensive plan amendment tied to the Pasco School District's capital facilities plan. Officials say the update addresses long-term student growth and future school capacity. The plan includes enrollment projections, recent school projects, and future needs like middle school expansions and land acquisition. Staff also explained how school impact fees from new development help pay for growth-related infrastructure.
So this plan will match up with the school impact fees that were adopted last year. The single-family fee for schools is $0, and the multifamily fee for school impact fee is $2,595.
City officials say the update now heads to council for final approval as part of ongoing planning efforts to prepare for continued growth in Pasco.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy rainy Tuesday, but things are looking fairly clear in Ellensburg, not socked in with the fog there. Still seeing a few sprinkles around the area and 38 degrees. The feels like temp is 36. Grab a coat out the door. It's going to be a little bit chilly tonight in the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, though, we're in the 40s right now, so still on the warm side through the region, but we'll see those temperatures drop to around the freezing level. We've been dealing with an atmospheric river over the last few days. It's been bringing in the storm system, much needed rain. White Pass picked up 14 inches of snow in 24 hours. Most of us, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Hermiston, picked up about a ½ an inch of rain in the last 24 hours. Now the atmospheric river is moving south. It's still going to impact from about central Oregon down to northern California, where there's some flood watches here, because again, this system is bringing a lot of moisture with it, but it is tracking south. So tonight we'll continue to watch some scattered showers coming through and some mountain snow across our blues. So any early morning travel overnight into tomorrow, especially across Cabbage Hill, definitely want to check those road reports, as we are going to see a little bit of snow. Most of the snow tapering off in the Cascade Mountains. So things are calming down as we head into Wednesday and Thursday and Friday of this week. We are going to be watching for some increasing winds, additional snow, light across Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. Where we could pick up the most snow tonight would be Tollgate, about 3 inches of snow there, but 14 inches, not too shabby for the Cascades. We still are watching the avalanche danger in our Cascade Mountains, and the level is considerable. So anybody recreating in the mountains, you want to be very careful when you're out of bounds, unless you're in a ski area where they control that, be very careful for the next 24 to 48 hours with all that fresh snow sitting on top of that ice below. All right, temperatures tonight are looking a little bit cooler than last night, especially from Ellensburg to Yakima and into Sunnyside. That's where we're going to see temperatures below the freezing level. Pretty close tonight, Tri-Cities and Hermiston. A little bit warmer when you get into the foothills of the Blues. So any moisture could bring a little bit of freezing precip, a slight chance of that, but it is possible. Now, let's take a look at that 7-day planner. Breezy winds coming in, I'll take it, because look at these temperatures and look at the sunshine. So things are looking good. Now, as we head to the weekend, there's a slight chance of a little disturbance, mainly for the mountains, but looking pretty good in the lower elevations. Same thing in Yakima. Look at that. I'm saying go ahead and get out the golf clubs. It's going to be nice weather, a little bit windy, but you know, a little wind when you're golfing, not too bad. Ellensburg also looking good. Now, the overnight lows there are still on the chilly side, staying below the freezing level, but temperatures in the 40s, hovering right around the low 50s. Not too bad for Ellensburg. Walla Walla also looking good. Breezy winds and still that light chance of rain that'll occur overnight into the early morning hours. By the afternoon, most everybody should be seeing some sunshine and drier conditions. And for the Hermiston area, also looking at breezy winds and temperatures on Friday, 57. What? So just to put it in perspective, guys, Sunday is March 1st, meteorological first day of spring. Not equinox, meteorological, but anyway. So that's
getting closer, though.
Be some good news for some folks.
To what we all call spring.
Yeah, that's right. Spring in my step.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, spring into commercial break here. A Yakima Elementary School redefines what makes a father-daughter dance special. The inclusion approach that celebrates males who make a difference. After this.
We need a secure place for our savings after that little girl broke in and...
She broke my little piggy bank. I checked all my socials and asked around. Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Pigs all said the same thing.
Yep, they say Yakima Federal Savings and Loan is safe and secure.
I bet the big bad wolf can't even get in there. And there are 10 of them right here in our forest.
Only one local bank is right for a bear's hard-earned honey.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Not too big, not too small, just right. Member FDIC.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Right now, you can lease a new 2026 Tundra for $539 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil Liquid Gel's target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong release. Advil, that's real strength.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive special pricing on Daikin Entra system starting at only $830. At Bruce Heating and Air, we'll find the unit that works right in your space. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. And now that we've combined networks, T-Mobile covers more places than ever before. America's best network just got bigger. Join now and your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years. T-Mobile and US Cellular, better together.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
In the city of Yakima, Adams Elementary hosted its first father and daughter dance. The invitation on the eve of Valentine's Day wasn't just for biological fathers. Organizers intentionally included male role models in the students' lives. School officials say the event supports increasing a sense of student belonging and inclusivity. All right, have an idea for the spotlight? Send it to us through any of our social media platforms, X, TikTok, Nextdoor, Facebook, or Instagram.
And they looked great, all dressed up.
They did.
I love those father-daughter dances.
So
It's
special.
So cute. All right. Well, your reason to smile, stay here for that. It's next.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222.
Thinking about an RV show? Skip it and save some dough. At Broadmoor RV, you get real people, real prices, real service with the same great deals, no show required. Skip the crowds, skip the hidden fees, skip the show, and save some dough at Broadmoor RV, where we make camping fun.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is celebrating 31 years with 3 unforgettable ways to join in on the fun March 7th. The night begins with an anniversary fireworks show lighting up the sky. Then transport back to the 90s during the throwback dance party after the show. And finally, on March 6th, 7th, and 8th, we're giving you a free entry to win a new Toyota 4Runner on March 29th. The excitement doesn't stop at Wild Horse Resort and Casino Pendleton. For more information, visit wildhorseresort.com.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222.
Jack's Hot Mess is back for an encore with spicy jalapenos, onion rings, and gooey pepper jack cheese.
And that's how I met your mom.
Get it now.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
We have a lot of news to get to this morning.
To make great newscasts, you need great resources and an experienced team. Jade Elliott grew up in Richland, graduated from Washington State University, and anchored and reported in Spokane, Salt Lake City, and Seattle. Now she's returned to the Mid-Columbia, bringing the news home to you each day on Good Morning Northwest.
Join us every morning.
Jade Elliott, Jessica DeLaw, Josh Colbert, Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now. On your side.
Always on your side.
And welcome back. We always like to end on a positive, and this is a cute one. All right, take a look at your screen now. There you go. Chuck Lawless was out. Look at those duckies, duck crossing. Howard Amon.
Yeah.
Soon we'll be seeing baby ducks, right?
Crossing as a family.
And if anyone's been following Punch the Monkey, he got a troop, took him in. The little monkey with the stuffed monkey.
Aww.
It's a thing. Anyway.
It is.
It's something that I love. And also, we've been following the bald eagle in Big Bear.
Oh, yeah.
She laid an egg today.
Yay.
Jackie. We have a new baby egg. So lots of baby animals. Love it. Keep those weather photos coming on in. All right. Real quick, a little bit of snow continues tonight. Breezy winds start to move in. Warmer temperatures. It's going to be, and I use the quotation, spring-like conditions. So you guys happy about that?
Oh, yeah.
Spring-like?
Yes.
Spring-like.
Mr. Winter over here.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to
okay.
see
It
it,
is what it
they had
is.
14 inches of fresh snow at White Pass.
I know. Just go there.
Go to the
You
mountains.
have to go to the winter.
Yes, yes.
All right, that'll do it for us.
World News is next, then the State of the Union, so we'll be back at 11.
Have a good night.